Hello and welcome to another episode of
Disney Darlings.
I'm Danielle.
And I'm Lucy.
Hi everyone, I am back from the sunny land of Florida. It was a great time. I saw all 4 parks and had a great time just eating food and relaxing. It was wonderful. You can read more about my trips on the blog. I'm starting to break it down park by park and see how it compares to Disneyland and the different pros and cons of each park, being an outsider now. As many of you know, or may not know, I completed something that I believe should probably earn a medal. I started my morning at Magic Kingdom and I ended the day at Disneyland. That's right, I did a coast-to-coast tour, California and Florida in one day. So if you want to see that video, that is going to be listed below, and I think that you should check that out because it's definitely a once-in-a-lifetime experience and something I've always wanted to do. It was on my bucket list and I've completed it, so I'm pretty happy. My next goal is going to be all 6 American parks in one day.
Can she do it?
I don't know, but that is down the road because I would like to go to I'd like to go to Paris first. Or
to Tokyo.
Tokyo would be great. Or Shanghai. So I'm not going to be traveling to another Disney property, at least for a little bit. Saw a lot of unique perspectives. It gave me a fresh view of Disneyland and a different side of Walt, you might say. I went to what I still call MGM Studios, but it's called Disney's Hollywood Studios now. I experienced One Man's Dream. This was a fantastic exhibit that paid tribute to Walt. Had everything from his childhood desk to his office to even an animator's desk. It was a beautiful, beautiful tribute to Walt. And so much so that they had Disneyland models of my favorite attraction, the Jungle Cruise, and as well as models of Peter Pan. They also included different types of animatronics from Figment to Abe Lincoln, the original Abe Lincoln that was at the World's Fair. So as a Disney nerd, I was kind of nerding out a little bit, and it was a lot of fun. So if you ever get to Hollywood Studios, I highly recommend you check out this exhibit as well as the film. It made me really proud that I'm a former cast member and that I love Disney so much because you see that it was truly one man's dream who made this dream possible. So I highly recommend checking that out.
Well, speaking of park history and Walt, D23 has made some big announcements lately regarding their lineups of presentations, and also the Walt Disney Archives will be displaying another exhibit this year. It will be called Disneyland the Exhibit.
Now, if you're big Disney buffs like Lucy and I, you already know that they've had a special type of Disney exhibit at the Ronald Reagan Library. Yes. So you know what? I was like, is this really going to be that big of a difference? However, this will feature some never before seen items that were not included at the Ronald Reagan exhibit or at the different exhibits that we saw at the previous expo. I really wanted to make sure that because you don't want, as a fan, you don't want to pay money for repeats, but they're going to have a lot of different things that have never been seen before, and I'm very excited about that, and I know that it's going to be like a highlight at the expo. We're hoping to get a schedule here pretty soon of the different panels that are going to be happening at the different times. As you can see, we have inserted some beautiful photos of the Carthay.
Some banners have been hung up on Main Street as well as Buena Vista Street. There are a lot of varying opinions, I feel like, on the banners. Some say it's great, some say it's
cartoony,
not so great,
and some say try again, Disney.
As we get closer to the day, I hope that it looks a little more put together, but as of right now, it just seems like there's some pieces missing. The trees around the flagpole have been removed. It looks like they're going to be removing all of the trees. We thought it would just be one, but it looks like all of them are being removed, as well as a lot of the flowers in that area, probably for fireworks viewing. It makes sense, but it kind of takes away from the atmosphere. It is a lot more open and airy.
Now, someone who loves the flowers. If you've seen any of my photos, I tend to focus a lot on the flowers here at Disneyland because they're unique and they're so beautiful and well taken care of. I'm pretty sad about this. However, someone pointed out on Twitter that it does look like the original opening day of Disneyland now that the trees are not there. So maybe they're trying to throw it back a little bit to the original days. Disney's actually already doing some preview showings for cast members and some select blog people. So we're pretty excited to get all the information about that.
The Hatbox Ghost has finally materialized this past weekend.
He is pretty fantastic. In fact, he's remarkable. So if you have any plans to get down here for the 60th, make sure you stop and see him because he is beautiful.
Well, as you know, last week I had my check-in for the Disney College program, and this Friday I will have my traditions. So I will be officially a Disney cast member.
This upcoming week, make sure to check the blog for posts about Magic Kingdom, the Pizza Press. I interviewed the Pizza Press and got pizza out of it. So I'm really excited to tell you guys about that process and all the fun discounts they give that no one really knows about. So that's going to be on the blog this week. And then Lucy has some posts coming up about
Disney College program. I'll be talking about traditions in my first week of work, what training looks like, all that stuff.
And for Julia, she will continue to post this week in Disney history and probably some travel prep as she prepares to travel down here for the 24-hour event, which is only 8 days away. Next week, we're going to talk about tips to prepare for the 24-hour Disney day, things you should know, things you should do, and things you probably shouldn't do. Other than that, we are running out of time. So,
my parking is almost done.
Well, folks, we see the docks up ahead, so it's time for the most dangerous part of the day, your return to civilization and my attempt at ending this video blog. If you've enjoyed today's video blog, we are the Disney Darlings. If you haven't, well, my name's Mr. Taps. This has been... You think it's so good though. Okay, let me. Well, folks, I see the docks up ahead, which means it's the most dangerous part of our entire journey. Your return to civilization and my attempt at ending this vlog. If you enjoyed today's vlog, our names are
Lucy
and Danielle, and this is Disney Darlings. But if you haven't, our names are not important. So remember, stay safe out there. It's a jungle. And once again, we love bringing you the greatest news on the happiest place on Earth. In fact, here's a fun fact about Lucy and I. This time last year, we were on our way to Dubai.
I think it's in Tanzania.
Well, we were on our way to
Dubai flyby.
But that's a different story for a different time. We will talk about how we found Disney in Dubai.
We didn't.